Welcome back. Now we are ready for Wednesday, April 15th, lesson 92, percent of change. Let's go back a couple weeks ago, before spring break. We did some ratio boxes set up like this. This was our percentage side, and our total was 100. And then we would say 60% of the students earned this grade, 40% earned this grade. What was the total number of students? And we would have to figure this out, plug things in and figure them out. Today, with lesson 92, it is similar. The only difference is, if you look there on page 627, it talks about an increase or a decrease. So you've got to pay close attention to these percent ratio problems, looking to see whether they're asking about an increase or decrease, or whether they're talking about 60% did this out of the total percentage and then solve. So you've got to pay close attention to the wording. So now with the new ratio boxes, so that was the old one. New ratio boxes starts out setting up the same, except now we have an original number, which is 100%. Then we have an increase or a decrease. Increase is going to be plus, decrease is going to be subtract. And then we have our new total. So let's look at example one, okay? Leave this here, we'll do example one over here. The county's population increased 15% from 1980 to 1990. If the population in 1980 was 120,000, what was the population in 1990? So we're talking about a county's population. So their original number in 1980 would have been at 100%. And it said that population was 120,000. It then goes on to say they increased 15%. So this is going to be our increase. So add them together. 100 plus 15, 115%. They want to know what is the new population. So what is the 1990 population? Now, going back to our ratio boxes, we can cancel this one out and cross multiply and divide. These are large numbers, so you're going to have to do some work here. 120,000 times 115. Zeros. 5 times 2, 10. 5 times 1 plus 1 gives me 6. The rest are all going to be the same. So 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. 6 plus 2, 8. 2 and 1, 3 and 1. Now, that is before we have divided. Now, parents, if you're watching this with your kids, I have taught them a few cheats in math, and I call them cheats. They're not cheats, they just make things easier. And one of the cheats that we talked about is when dividing by powers of 10, we can simply cancel out zeros to divide this. It's a simple step that we can skip and find our answer. 2 zeros, cancel those out. So my answer, in 1990, the population increased to 138,000. So we're doing our original percentage, our increase, our new percentage, which gives us our new number. That is example 1. Example 2 talks about a change, a decrease. The price was reduced 30%. If the sale price was $24.50, what was the original? We'll set that up over here, and then we'll do 3 back over. Our original, 100%, it says there was a decrease, or a reduction of 30%. This is our original. Our decrease, now our new total, 100 minus 30 gives us 70. Says the sale price was $24.50. What was the original? Again, cross multiply, divide. Now, just like over here, dividing, we cancel out zeros. When multiplying, in this case, since there's a decimal, we don't add zeros. We just move the decimal 2 places. So, if we were to multiply, just to show you, 24.50 times 100, just to show you that we can just simply move it to 2 decimal places, cancel out 2 zeros, 24.50. Now, I need to divide that by 70. 70 can't go into 2, can't go into 24, can go into 245, which is 3 times. Gives us 210. 5, 4 minus 1 is 3. Bring down our 0. 70 into 350 goes 5 times. Now, we were dealing with money, so the answer needs to be in dollars. Comes out even. $35 was the original price. Example 3, our last example for today. A merchant bought an item at wholesale for $20. He marked the price up 75% to sell the item at retail. What was the retail price for the item? So example 3 comes back this direction. Again, kids, ratio box started at 100%. And it says that he bought it at wholesale, which is our original price. And he paid $20 for it. He then marked it up 75%. So if we mark something up, it's an increase to 175%. The question, what was the merchant's retail price for the item? So what did he sell it for? So get rid of this. Again, cross multiply, divide. So 20 times 175, zeros, 2 times 5, 10, 2 times 7, 14, plus 1, 15, 2 times 1, 2, plus 1, 3. So we have 3,500. Again, we now divide by 100. Going back to our little sheet that helps us solve division by tens or powers of 10, cross out zeros for an answer of, again, dealing with money, $35. Okay? So, original number, 100%. Then we have an increase or a decrease. You're going to add or subtract, whichever that might be, to get our new percentage. And then fill in and solve. So lesson 92 is what we're doing on Wednesday. And the only thing that you need to mark out is 21. Look at 21. All right. Do not do 21 part B, where it says to draw a line. You can plug in 0, 3, and -2 in there for X and solve for the missing numbers. But I'm not worried about you drawing those lines on a graph right now, okay? So lesson 92, do everything except 21B. Hope you guys have a great week, and I look forward to making some more videos for you next week. We'll see you. Take care.